this partnership has been very fruitful already. But this is going to be a battle we normally see various spots around the world. We're getting treated to it here on home sands in Huntington Beach, and we are underway. Meg runs that first cut shot down. Chance to draw first blood, and she does.
That's such a good feeling. There's nothing like making that play on defense in the first play of the match. Plus, I mean, Meg's only been playing defense for like a year and a half now, 2 years. She has increased so much with her ability to be patient and move and make high-level defensive plays.
That is a tremendous save out of the net from Victoria. Kind of an errant pass, but it got that good break of just resting in the bottom of the tape. Thâmela scurries up there, Victoria rather, and puts up a beautiful set.
Yeah, the net's your friend a lot of times. They'll just sit there and hold it for you if you run and go get it.
That was close. Oh,
okay.
A little extra deep on that dish.
We're not Chicago yet. Little breeze towards the Americans here.
Yeah, wind switched on us a little bit going northward now. Smooth little over the top to the middle from Victoria. And you can bet we're going to see some Brazilian fire in this match.
Especially from Coach.
Especially from Coach Rico. Yeah, he's not afraid to be animated right at the first whistle.
Yeah, I love it. Keeps his teams just dialed.
And Thâmela getting that one to fall on the sideline. Her first block.
Good patience by her. Just kind of lets Meg think she's got that slither down the line and a little show and take. Dives into it. Yeah, as a blocker, and especially in doubles, right? You're all alone, so you have to be very deceptive but disciplined at the same time.
Does find the sideline. Little loopy line shot. Looked like Victoria was going to run it down, but too good.
Yeah, right on the end line.
Ooh.
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience. And for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your Gold membership today at avp.com.
Yeah, she's got a great barrage of attacks with her serve. Good read on defense there.
Yeah, easy put away there. Great control defensively from Victoria. And Thâmela with the wide open net.
It's fun being a type of player that goes back and knows that you can just go create almost any opportunity you want with your serve because you've got so many options. She can use the wind. She can hit a nasty floater, bomber jump serve, deep corners and middle.
Yeah, kind of low toss. She just gets on it quickly. Kelly Cheng around to the right side. Yeah, that just opens up the court for her. She's got that natural cross-body swing she likes to go to. So from the right side, she's devastating in the angles she can create.
Yeah. Oh, pump fake.
And you don't often see that, Deke.
The pump fake, bump back set.
You have to second guess yourself a little bit as a blocker if you bite on the fake jump bump.
Yeah, what was I looking for here? Did we train that? Okay, I probably should have jumped. Right. Oh, good floater.
Serve off the top of the tape. Oh, nicely
what
done.
What a set. Oh! Nice.
Rico wants the overcall. I don't think he's going to get it. Just the sliver of the ball has to be on the plane of the net. And certainly that qualified there, Meg. Good patience and an excellent play out of the bottom of the tape from Kelly Cheng.
Just Meg with a little knock on the door. Can Wilson come out and play? Oh, Great serve by Meg. Her float serve is so good.
Yeah, good direction on that swing. Victoria kind of knowing that she was going to have that 2-down defense. Finds a little space up the middle off the hand of Kelly Cheng.
Yeah, that's something down the road I feel like with Kelly and Meg. Their service pressure is, they have the ability to really open up matches.
Speaking of service pressure, Victoria goes to the whip, gets the cross-court ace.
Yeah, I think serving-wise, these two teams are very similar. Good pressure, good floaters, good jumpers.
Again, cracking one deep cross-court. That one aided by the top of the tape a little bit. It just throws off the rhythm of the pulling defender.
Yeah, you're locked in, and then it just bounces a different direction. I love Kelly's, the front slide. Keeps you tall, you get your feet to the ball.
And it lends itself to her natural swing, kind of, right?
Right.
You go off one foot, and it just helps you sort of rotate around that axis.
That's where I'm curious to see if she goes with her hybrid or jumper. She teased it a little yesterday on Stadium. There it is.
Perfect pass, Victoria. And that wiggles through the hands right to Meg Kraft. How about that swing?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Almost carbon copies with different blockers at the net. Kelly can't quite control the second contact, so it'll be a point to Brazil. Good flat serve from Thâmela. That one well off the net, and Thâmela equal to the task. You mentioned earlier how difficult that is for blockers to time up a set that's away from the net. But Thâmela doing a nice job of closing that low seam.
Yeah, that one almost a little extreme, like Meg was expecting a little tighter, right? Then she's blind, having to look up for the ball, and Thâmela doing a great job of staying low and over.
Yeah, I suppose the difference there is that the set's off, and Meg not necessarily expecting it off, right? So she's underneath it just a touch.
Plus, I think the wind, I mean, again, like yesterday, once that ball set height gets above like the height of the bleachers, the wind gets more involved, and so it could swirl a little bit more up there.
Pass, Victoria. Oh, a little smooth wrap over the top. I like how late she leaves that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of loads the arm up and just slows it down at the last moment.
Yeah, because then as a blocker, right, I'm reading your jump, but then your arm's still loaded.
Yeah.
So you still have more availability and time to use that ball, and now I'm wondering, oh, is my timing off? Am I early?
Yeah, that's a good note for younger players, too. Go in hard like you're going to hit every time. You can always pull back and shoot. Yeah. Even our MC gets nervous on Championship Sunday.
Drop the mic.
How about the self-coverage? Oh, it goes wide, so it will be a stuff block. Kelly Cheng, her first of this match. And that's going to be a big piece, I think, for this team of Cheng and Kraft.
Right.
They've got to find ways to slow down this Brazilian offense, and that's certainly a good one. Good little cuff there, Thâmela, and they earn the 12-9, as you said. Much nicer to go into the technical timeout with a three-point advantage versus just a 1 point.
Yeah, it's interesting. Meg and Thâmela have very similar serves, really flat, aggressive float serves, right? Then Victoria and Kelly have very similar jump serves and like more of an aggressive swing. So the balance of those two different types of serve complement each other really well because teams can't get into a rhythm with one style, right? So you constantly have to be reminding yourself to look for the layers of serves and speeds that are being attacked at you.
Yeah, I like that little development in the game of Cheng and Kraft as well. Kelly going a little bit more to that jumper, that hybrid, because she has it in the arsenal. Oftentimes she's kind of historically gone to just a float serve to run in there and block.
Right.
But the more pressure you can apply from the end line, the more it serves you in block and defense.
Especially with the more this wind will pick up, getting familiar with that Wilson ball, you can really get on top of this ball and move it around. And it's hard to control and keep low. So I always like that. Even if I serve right in someone's lap, but I could put a little bit more pace on it and hit a little bit harder, I can just create a higher pass, even if it's perfect. And that's a little bit of like a disruptor for us to fight off a good side-out team.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems as though the Brazilians, especially as the weekend has gone on, have acclimated to this ball.
Right, agreed.
There's big stuff. Thâmela, kind of the above-the-tape push between Cheng and Thâmela, won by Thâmela this time. That one finds the sideline. Again, around to the right side, Cheng.
Yeah, we're going to recognize most teams here, I guess, today are going to be, like to say, going strand side, right? Away from the ocean, the wind helping that set drift into them versus away.
Meg all over that. A little
Nice
bit tight.
poke.
Kelly, knuckle over the top, finds the inside of the baseline.
Good patience by Meg to just sit. Someone who's looking to have vision or go on to, I want you to move and try to make a move, because then I know where I can go. Where you just sit, now I have to worry about your late blocker maybe coming out of nowhere and stuffing it. Good set.
That is an excellent shot.
She hit that by her earlobe. I love that.
And you can see kind of how much that serve stressed her. She had to dive full layout just to keep it off the sand. But even as she's getting up, takes a good long look at the defense of Cheng and Kraft and finds the open cutty. That one just wide.
Yeah, and those types of plays, right? If I've got to lay out and dive to side out every time, I'm already exhausted after like the one. Like, don't do that again, right? If you
forcing you into burpees mid-match.
Right.
Just trying to flatten out a float serve there. Cheng misses into the net.
Yeah, sometimes those running floaters, if you don't toss perfectly, right, and you're kind of going with the ball, and so you can't adjust to it as much as if you lead yourself and then go get it.
Trying one into Kraft this time. Victoria all over that. Good defensive scheme. And an easy little touch into the cross court for Victoria. They'll switch up 4, 16-12.
Yeah, Victoria does such a good job of keeping that ball in front of her, aggressive, big approach, but then deciding to let it hang maybe, or going and getting it high. So Kelly's having to be very patient and not show anything early.
Yeah, I'm impressed by sort of the comfort level with which Victoria plays the game.
Yeah, real smooth, nothing stressing her out.
Yeah, she's fiery out there, but it's not like a manic fiery, right? It's just a passionate, kind of controlled fire. It's like when you have to clear the brush, it's a controlled burn.
Yeah, it's just a controlled burn. Just got to clear the trail here.
We are guaranteed to have a first-time AVP winner, everybody. It'll either be Newberry,
Cheng and Kraft in the midst of a timeout, seeing if they can't come up with something schematically to work their way back into this first set. At the very least, prepare themselves for the second set. I mean, Brazil pretty firmly in control the whole way here.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are great at in-system and out-of-system type plays, right? They can both scramble. They both can be real physical. And for Kelly and Meg, they just haven't found like a little grouping of points yet, right? They haven't found something to anchor like a little bit of a momentum with. Like either it's an ace, or a block or a transition. Like we need something to just like feed off of. That's what they're probably game planning off of. Okay, hey, trust the system here. Let's get a game plan and just score 2 or 3 in a row.
Again, that one well off the net. The dig goes over.
Oof.
Yeah.
Those scare me.
Those two, that was very close to the sideline, but well executed, Kelly Cheng. They earned the side out. That's another thing. You got to credit the Brazilians serving.
Yes.
Kind of keeping the option offense for the Americans at bay a little
Right,
bit. We haven't
right.
seen much, if any, of it.
Right, because Kelly's one of the best in the world at that.
Victoria's vision is dialed in right
Yeah.
now. She's
Yeah.
putting shots where, I mean, Meg is nowhere close to them right now.
Yeah, she's in a good spot on offense, just flowing, and I like to say she's the puppet master right now.
Pulling all the strings. Yeah, that is just a touch long.
I think those sets are just sitting a little bit high and then drifting, right? They're not following through towards where Meg wants to get on her right arm. I'd run like a tempo or ask Kelly to give me a little bit more push towards this right side. Or option.
There's the option.
Like
there
we
you
talked
go.
about earlier.
Yeah, that was an excellent pass from Meg Kraft to set that up on another tough serve from Victoria.
This is just that subtle wind, right? Like that, 8 to 10 miles an hour where you don't really feel like it's windy, but it affects the set just enough to throw you off, and gotta keep reminding you and your partner about it.
That is a great serve, but a perfect pass from Thâmela. And she goes easily up over the top. So that can be disheartening in its own way when you hit great serves, but the other team just handles it. And that kind of is what has them in such good offensive rhythm is the first contact for the Brazilians has been on point here in this opener.
Yeah, they're real dialed in serve receive. Controls there.
That one just misses again. So as you said, those sets blowing just a little bit,
just
altering
enough.
the trajectory of those swings from Meg Kraft, and that's a couple of successive hitting errors for the Americans.
It's also like a combo of the anxiousness to score. Like feel like you need to, we have to score this because we need to start generating some momentum.
That's nicely done. Good response. That's twice in a row that the miss is followed up with that good option play.
Right.
So no doubt the U.S. will be looking to implement more of that. 5 set points here for Brazil on the side change. That one misses, so that'll give set number 1 to Brazil. Coach Rico's fired up.
Oh, just a little fist pump as he turns and walks to the player's box.
A lot of nose breathing, just. We will take a brief timeout as the players reset, the scoreboard resets, and we will be back with second set action momentarily.
Well, we had 4, and now we're down to 3 contestants. We're going to do a contest at our technical timeout of set number 2. I need one more person who wants to go out on stadium court. I need one young lady. Sorry, but I'll remember you. All right, come on down. Yes, you. Yes, you. I saw you first. I see that. Meet us over. Meet my buddy Char. Our intern Charlie, who told me that he prefers to be called Char, is right down there. All right, he'll let you know what's up.
Hey, we are back in Huntington Beach, ready for set number 2. It was a top to bottom commanding performance in set number 1 from the Brazilians, Victoria and Thâmela. 21-15 was the score there. Every element of their game was pretty locked in.
It's a real rounded set there. They kind of attacked Kelly and Meg from every angle. Defense, offense, transition, serving tough.
How do the Americans respond? Job number 1 is going to be to fight off that tough serve of Victoria. How about the spike? It does fall too. Using a little bit of wind as an aid. Gets that to dive on the back line, and that is an excellent start for Victoria.
I love that play. I've only had 1 or 2 of those, and you just yell jump serve as you're diving backwards. Jump serve.
And that one's going to find the sideline as well. Victoria's locked in on Championship Sunday.
That like almost like on purpose. She's like comfortable with that toss, even though it looks like it's too low and behind her head. She almost wants that because then it forces her to wrap and use her hand control to use the wind and hit some interesting spots.
And she comes up and through that ball. There's another one, this time to Meg Kraft's sideline. Tough chance here. And Victoria will have an opportunity. Makes that good look, but Meg is on it.
Good scoop by Meg.
Oh, little one-arm spear from Victoria.
What a set.
I mean, everything working for Brazil right now. The serve flowing for Victoria. The one-arm spears going right to her partner, and the putaways all falling.
Yeah, for Meg, she's getting some good digs. She's getting some good opportunities. I feel like they just need to dial in a flow here where she just gets one in transition. It's just going to build, right? You need that first one to feel comfortable and start to gain some control back. Because right now they're just searching, right? They're talking about, let's just be patient, keep working hard, but nothing feels easy yet.
Yeah, certainly, and it's one of those situations where they're not doing anything wrong. It's just Brazil are making plays. And that one's going to sail along. And the run continues. Going to get an early timeout from the USA. 4-0. The advantage for Victoria and Thâmela.
Yeah, if I'm Kelly and Meg here, I'm just going maybe a little bit lower set. I want you to lead me. I don't want to have to look. I want the ball to float around because they're setting real high, transition inside out. I'd take 3 feet off that set. See if that works. Rush Brazil to kind of have to get their defense set up a little bit sooner. Also, I don't have to look up so high and keep everything in front of me and hopefully just find something that gives me and us a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, that's the other byproduct of the lower set, right, is it forces the defense to prepare earlier and maybe not get as set up as they might like to be.
Right, because right now, keep throwing the same tempo and height of set. Brazil's tempo on defense is the same cadence, and right now they're flowing, so we have to disrupt their preparation too.
Yeah, to be fair, that is much easier said than done when Victoria is putting
bombing
immense pressure on you from the service line.
Right.
All right, so timeout complete. Victoria takes her spot at the service line, which she has occupied the entire time thus far in set number 2. And Thâmela gets into the action with the block and coverage.
Cover off Kelly.
Yeah, that one misses. I was going to say, that kind of is the type of point you were talking about that might start a little run, but that almost spirals you the opposite way when you miss there. 5-0 now as Victoria continues. And Thâmela stuff in the angle.
Jeez, they're just the consistent barrage of hammering her serve, a scoop transition, then a stuff block, and you're just like, what are they? What? They're playing it perfect right now. They just fight off those thoughts. Wow, they're unbelievable right now.
That's what I used to do to my little brother, just hold him down and make him feel like there's no way to get up.
Can't breathe.
Good scoop there, Thâmela. Perfect set in transition, and Victoria makes it a clean sweep on the opening side change, 7-0.
Yeah, it's usually fun when one of the aspects of your game is going well, right? Like, oh, we're just siding out really well. This is fun, but they're doing everything well. Yeah, U.S. is going to have to find just something here. Let's run something weird. I would always say let's run like a weird play, almost pass bad on purpose. Get something out of system, or go on 2. Oh, there we go. There we go. Something different.
Something different.
Just anything that's weird.
Americans get their first point. Took 8 tries. Set number 2. Gotta convince yourself that, hey, they did it to us.
Yeah.
We're capable of doing it to them.
Exactly.
That helps.
They're
Little
human.
dribbler over the top.
They can bleed their own blood from the predator. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Oh, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah, you were going dodgeball there. Nobody
Right.
makes me bleed my own blood.
I mean, the DJ's just fueling Brazil with the music, too.
Yeah, I mean, Victoria fully locked in, everything working.
Music is perfect. They're loving it.
Even the run-through back knuckle falling for Victoria. Now Thâmela to serve for the first time.
Yeah, her first serve of the set.
There's a nice little shot from Meg Kraft, finds the sideline.
See if Kelly can get add a little pressure here, start moving this ball around on service.
That one just missed the contact a little bit, right? No wrap on that.
Yeah, this is one of those times it's just nothing feels like it's going well, right? Everything feels like it's off. I'm like missing my serve. I'm not, searching for something. This is where you just got to start talking to the crowd, make a joke, get silly, start having fun, dial it back in.
Yeah. Well, and there's the concept of trying to slow the game down a little bit too, right? I think sometimes when you are in such a big
you want to rush and hurry and score.
You rush and try and see if you can climb your way out of it quickly, but that's not something that you can really do. Victoria continues to execute.
Team talks on the way across the net. I love that. Coach is just giving a little input. Meg and Kelly just have to find something here. Let's just,
that one.
There we go.
Long.
Use that. Start talking about how it's our turn.
One of our fellow BYU alum, a guy that I played some CBVA tournaments back in the day with, is Chris Pitzak, and he used to talk about teams if we were ever down, hearing Rocky music on the other side, and our task was to just try and stop the music.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, that was deep.
And spinny.
Yeah, Kelly's not going to like that, I don't think. Doesn't argue much.
I'm a fan of not wasting the energy, but I'm also upset too. Right? I'd be upset, but I agree with, let's just reset here.
In this predicament, not expending energy unnecessarily is a good game plan. Victoria continues to just hammer serves. And Thâmela gets that one, but it goes wide. I like this from Victoria too. I mean, she's locked in.
She's unhappy. Like, we got to score every point.
Yeah, not taking anything for granted. This match is not yet over, and she knows it. Great serve, Meg. Good scoop here, a chance to get one back. Not yet, Victoria.
Jeez, it's all over it.
And again, finding that cross-court shot.
I love the early lean. Look, face line, hit the cutty.
Yeah, she's very deceptive with that. And not surprisingly, Brazil out-kicking the USA pretty significantly in team hitting percentage. 680 to just 147 for the United States. That is a large disparity.
Yeah, it's a tough one to win. They're making great plays when we keep it in, and then maybe forcing us to hit a couple out. And right now, you're just circling, searching for something to base your foundation off of.
There's a good high swing from Meg Kraft. 12-7 now is the score. Yeah, when a team's hitting 680, it's wild to think that even if you were hitting 500, which is an astronomical number,
right,
you'd still be losing by a lot probably.
Yeah.
Victoria around to the left side. Meg with the little one-arm spear into the net. Gets a tough bounce. It just kind of hits the top of the tape and rides the tape all the way down.
Yeah, when the ball doesn't go in, like enter in at the bottom of the net and sit, but it starts a little bit higher, it almost like speeds it up out of the net.
Yeah, just takes that spin and rides it all the way down.
Yeah.
That 5-5 jump serve is really working.
There we go.
For Victoria, but a good response this time from the United States.
We got time. Get weird.
Yeah, we'll hit the technical timeout. It's a 5-point advantage for Brazil. Well, this is far from insurmountable, but the U.S. need to find a way to settle into a little bit of a better rhythm offensively. They're starting to get there, but how do they generate real points against this Brazilian offense, which is hitting north of 600?
Yeah, I think, like you said, you feel a little anxious, so you want to hurry and score points, right? You don't want to like slow that's your initial instinct at first, is to rush and to score and to hurry and to force it. When in reality, it's trust it, be patient, let them come to you. And then for me, offensively, when we have opportunities, I'm talking to myself and to my partner, hey, let's be patient and get this thing on our way up and use different speeds versus the extremes. Like, we don't want to just like hit or shoot, because those are the easiest things for a defense to read, because that's just the easiest thing that we show those the most. And so I want to go, all the 50 Shades of Gray type speeds, the in-betweens, three-quarters, sidelines, and perimeter.
Some technical timeout shenanigans on court. Little three-legged race going on out there.
Congratulations, girls. Take home those AVP sweatshirts. Give it up for the 4 S's, everybody.
And it's like you just need to find something on side out. For me, it's always I would base my whole career off siding out, and that's all I really focused on, right? Because if I can side out at a high level, then I can go back and serve, and I feel like Victoria back there. I'm just going to carve you up and hammer and move it around. But I need something to base everything else off of, and that was always my side-out ability. It's so hard when we're trying to force your defense instead of being patient, and you get to play defense.
Not what they were looking for out of the timeout. But again, I kind of think that pace of play, like tempo control, is important for the Americans here the second half of this second set if they hope to climb back. Just slow things down a little bit. Don't feel like you're rushing anything out there, because clearly things not necessarily going your way. There's no way to speed your way back into that. Another great dig, Victoria. Oh, nice scoop there from Kelly in retreat.
Yeah, good late pull.
And the control on these digs from Victoria.
Yeah, she's absorbing.
Yeah. Like
off a hard-driven ball, she's just dialing it in.
That ball perfectly.
Yeah. That just goes to show how balanced and structured she is, right? To be able to have the time to watch that versus scrambling and making a play.
And not surprisingly, as is always the case when Brazil is playing anywhere around the globe, there are plenty of Brazilian flags in the crowd here. Another perfect dig, Victoria. Wide open net and a little easy put away up the line. So the good run continues for Brazil, and Victoria
she's
making it happen.
Putting on a clinic, as they say.
Very little Championship Sunday clinic going on right now.
It's always fun when you have yours on Sunday.
That doesn't do you all that much good to have a round one clinic.
Oh.
That one, Victoria probably can't believe that missed.
Right. Are you kidding me? I absorbed it perfectly.
Lefty layout spear, just barely missing the sideline, much to the relief of Kelly and Meg. 16-9.
Good shot.
Yeah, baby line. Over the top from Thâmela.
Meg is there, too. Any higher, Meg gets a touch on that.
That's a really good serve from Victoria.
Oh,
She's got another dig.
Do something.
Even relatively close to that one. That's perfectly tucked in the corner from Kelly Cheng.
She's doing it all.
Victoria is in the area. The top of the tape, perfect pass. Oh, there's a block, Kelly Cheng.
Great serve, too. I mean, sometimes you just need something like that, right?
Kelly's second block of this match. She'd like to get about 6 more here.
Yeah, in a row, please.
In a row, if possible.
To make it generate here, she can get on a real good run with her floater.
I mean, the passing from Victoria is insane. Good touch there from Meg Kraft. Tough chance. Great overhand dig. And that one off the top of the tape will fall for Thâmela.
Was she pointing at us? Did we tell her to hit the cutting? No, I'm just kidding. Pointing at Coach.
I think she heard you call that a rail slide. She's going to start incorporating that.
Okay. I love Victoria just throwing her visor off the court.
That is a little insult to injury there. Everything working for Brazil. 19-11 as they're just 2 points away from a spot in the championship match and a showdown with Devin and Savvy. That is a hammer to Kelly Cheng, and unfortunately for the Americans, too little of that in this match, but that is an excellent swing.
Right, I mean, if we're looking at that swing compared to every single other one in the match, that's the first one that's been in front of them, and they've had and with the ball 3 feet off and able to see without having to take a big look, it's just so much easier that way.
Victoria, unsurprisingly, with another pickup and gets that one to go through the hands. And now 8 match points for Brazil. And none other than Victoria will toe the service line and see if she can't add to her ace tally.
She hasn't gone line yet. I'm curious if she saved it for match point.
Oh, you called it, Casey. Oh, there's the jump set deke.
Oh, stop it. Oh, my
Cuddy,
gosh. Can you imagine?
That was an unbelievable attempt there. That might be the only play that didn't work out in Brazil's favor in this match. They'll have 7 chances to side out for their spot in our final match a little bit later this afternoon. Will be Victoria around to the left side. And the deep one does find the baseline perfectly.
Wow.
And Thâmela and Victoria, we will see you in the championship battle. Devin and Savvy, get ready. Brazil is coming, if this is any indication.
Right. And that's a high-level game of every play. Victoria on every ball almost, and when she wasn't, she's close, right? I don't think she didn't dig maybe 3 balls the whole match.
Yeah. Our first women's semifinal, we saw kind of a back-and-forth battle, and this was very, very one-sided, all in Brazil's favor.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens at the highest level of sport. You just run into a juggernaut when a team the quality of Thâmela and Victoria is firing on all cylinders, and all you can do is kind of get out of the way. Thâmela 4 blocks and an ace in this one. Victoria 19 kills, 16 digs, 2 aces, but a tremendous amount of service pressure.
So much pressure.
They cooled off to only hitting 537 as a team. And the drawback for the United States is they had 18 kills, but 9 errors and hit sub 200 in that match. It's hard to beat a team playing as well as Brazil were with those kind of numbers. So congratulations to the Brazilians. We'll see you a little bit later. Casey and myself and the rest of us here at Valleys, we will bow out momentarily and be back with the men's semifinals. They've got a lot to live up to here on Championship Sunday from Huntington Beach in the AVP Heritage Series. See you soon.